Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us. My name is Joel. And this is the O2 Drop. You're listening to your favorite made for adults Pokemon VGC podcast, coming from Perth, the home of Ethan.
Hello, friends. Thank you for joining. I'm here.
The home of Mark.
Literally, yeah.
In the home
Again?
of Mark.
Yeah.
Again.
You people keep showing up here.
Another one.
It's a nice place.
And one of our favorite people, Alister Sandover.
Oh, thank you.
I like that you paused for dramatic suspense, but it just kind of felt like you forgot his name.
I was like, how much of an intro do I want to go in? And then I was like, this is what, third or fourth appearance with us now?
Yeah. I love this guy so much.
Yeah, you know him, you love him. It's
What's this guy's name?
I'm getting Andrew Sandover.
It's better than Chris. He kept calling me Kieran at the potluck.
What?
I swear to God, yeah.
That guy is fucked up.
Yeah. I know that.
In fairness, he and Dan and I have been doing this podcast for what, 18 months now?
Yeah.
We're in the same team building chat. We're very close. He still gets our names mixed up.
Jesus. Get it
He still
together.
calls me Dan and Dan me like Mark all the time.
Oh my God.
You are basically the same person.
Yeah. After
Thank
he
you.
called you his rice pudding as well.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe that's why I can't remember.
Like
God.
Look,
you thought you were special, but turns out
Yeah.
it's just any regional champion will do.
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so I know how to keep Chris at bay. Don't become a regional champion.
Noted.
I kind of assumed you
Yeah.
were already on that. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why,
He
right?
keeps trying to put me higher on his list, though, for some reason.
Yeah, you're about to overtake me.
Yeah, I got bumped up to platinum.
You're on platinum with me.
Yeah.
Maybe I've kind of hit the special secret sauce where he likes me but doesn't love me, and it's because of my top 16.
You'll never be on the list, but he's never going to stalk you.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
You've got it good.
Yeah.
I'm on the stalking end.
Yeah, poor Alister here has 3 regional championships.
I think maybe
You're my rice pudding, Kieran.
he's just got a weird compulsive fascination with people who did well at made it all the way into regionals just because they had what he could never have after he got his Zapdos taken away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he could taste
no team sheet
victory.
errors?
He could taste victory. The team sheet error took the Zapdos away. He lost the match, and ever since then, I think he's just had like an obsessive fascination with people who managed it.
There's
Maybe.
like a weird fetishistic hang up with Zapdos.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Scott Free's top 10 didn't get more love than, because he had Zapdos as like top 3 or something.
Did he? Yeah, but by that point, that was like the 7th legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Like,
There you
don't
go.
misunderstand me. I'm not saying that he likes it. I'm just saying
He's
that there is
obsessed with it.
something fucked up and complicated going on.
There
Some
is.
Norman Bates shit.
Yeah.
He dresses up as Zapdos when he's home alone.
Yellow and spiky.
I've seen photos of him while he was younger. His hair was yellow and spiky.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's all coming together. So we had a pretty cool weekend this weekend in the Pokemon community.
Yeah.
We had 2 regionals. We had one in Europe,
Yep.
which was the Frankfurt regionals, and we had one in
Somewhere
Latin
else.
America, in Monterrey, which is in Mexico. We'll talk about Mexico first, I think, because that's the one we have the least information about.
Yep.
So it makes sense that we set a nice bar, which we can go over.
Absolutely. I think all that we know about this regional is the winning team, which was admittedly very cool.
Yeah, I have a top 4 team as well, courtesy of friend of the show, Justin Tang, who top 4 lost in the
teams.
top 4 to Stefan Mott. A very funny top 4 bracket in that it was USA versus USA and Mexico versus Mexico.
Oh. So the finals was always going to be the ultimate showdown.
Yeah, the final countdown, if you will. So starting off with Unironic Panda, aka Justin Tang, his top 4 finish. And shout out, I don't know if you guys have seen.
Is it Unironic Panda or is it Ironic Panda?
I think it's unironic panda.
Really?
Yeah. Ironically. Yeah.
Ironic. You should come back.
Thanks.
The Playmates.
Playmates.
Imagine if you got Playmates for winning.
Oh my God, I go to more tournaments.
I mean, if you win, you do get friends. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of top level players are in like team building groups with people they got to know from winning.
Yeah.
And if you win the tournament, you get a gay stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who will confuse you with Justin Tang or someone.
Depending where you come from. The mats that they gave out were was it Destined Rival mats? So that's like Mewtwo and Giovanni
That's cool.
with a top 8 stamp for.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So everyone top 8 gets a top 8 mat, and then the champion gets a champion. Is the way that usually works. But
Okay.
very cool mat. That alone will probably net a decent amount of money for people who get it.
It would, but also like TCG players get champion mats just from winning a cup. So
Yeah, but it'll be
But
probably
not
different.
But not this one, right?
No.
so-
They're usually different, yeah.
Is it worth more if you get it for playing VG?
No.
It's worth less.
It's worth the same amount.
I
Yeah.
think there's no difference between the two of them. Yeah.
No.
At the regional, there's no difference, but the ones at the cups, they get different
okay,
ones.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably would be worth a fair bit then.
So, Justin ran a Alolan Ninetales called Cool With You. Cool, like COOL.
That's pretty
Not
clever.
with a K.
It's not cool enough.
It's not cool enough.
Rillaboom without a nickname. Goldengo without a nickname. Hisuian Arcanine called 50/50. Sneasler.
Whether or not Rocks like connect.
Sneasler called Please. And Dragonite with no nickname. Unfortunately, haven't been able to dig out any information regarding the item. So obviously, that's a little bit of spice that he wants to keep to himself. But
I know the items.
Yeah. One could assume it's
I'm pretty
the,
sure I know them.
it's the Seed Goldengo, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, Grassy Seed, Golden Go. I think it's Clear Amulet. Hisuian Arcanine. Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's Focus Sash, Ninetales.
Yep.
Yeah.
Double check
Rillaboom
that.
is AV, right?
AV should be.
Just the standard. Loaded dice,
What would the
Dragonite.
Sneasler be running then? Because not Seed.
Sneasler is White Herb, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get rid of.
Yeah.
Step-
If
no,
they
it
Get rid of
intimidate
Intimidate, or you
Yeah.
close combat and you get rid of the defense drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it matters because it's frail as wet tissue paper anyway, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like you need to be at -1 to get one tapped by anything. But
And then would Dragonite be loaded dice? No.
yeah, 100%.
That's the set. Yeah.
I don't remember for sure, but I assume it would be. Yeah.
If it's the same team that I know someone in our community has been running the Justin Tang team, and if it's that same one, yeah, it's loaded dice.
Yeah.
Let me double check what the Sneasler is because I feel like White Herb.
Makes sense.
I mean, Dragonite, Golden
might actually be, I think
it's
it's-
just too solid.
I think it's actually Sash, Sneasler, and Covert Cloak, Ninetales.
Ninetales. Oh, yeah,
the
so
version of
they
the team
can-
that I'm familiar with. But let me.
Okay.
So I'm just watching. I'm watching a replay to get the.
Get the items.
No, you were right. Yeah, White Herb, Sneasler, and Sash, Ninetales.
Very cool. And then the team that won, piloted by Stefan Mott. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. Start with the spice or end with the spice? End with the
it.
spice.
And the spice. Start with the normal shit that you see everywhere.
Okay. The normal shit we see everywhere. Scarf Goldengo.
That's not the most common Goldengo set.
Terra Steel.
It's usually like specs if you're running a choice
Yeah.
item, and
Or
then
it's
there's a bunch of nasty plot.
with
Yeah.
Life Orb's the most common, I'd say.
Yeah.
Nasty plot.
Life Orb or Metal Coat with nasty plot. And there's a fair
Lefties
few
sometimes.
with like, defensive items with lefties or a berry or
Yeah.
grassy seed on Tang's team.
I ran it with the Resist Berry one time.
Interesting.
Cassib or Colbur Berry or Sugar.
I ran Terra Steel with Ockerberry.
Oh, Ochre's, yep.
Yeah.
Ocker the Fire one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
AV Ensign, right?
AV Ensign, Terrifier.
Terra Fire is fascinating.
No, it's not. Wait. Actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless he...
Big blitzers.
Unless he made another one to hide some stuff, but yeah, that's what it's that's what it's showing us.
Maybe he is just sticking the wrong terrors on there because some of them look weird.
Yeah.
Well, I understand the offensive Incineroar given the other Pokemon on the team, which we'll find
that's
out.
true.
I get that. Yeah.
I will also say...
Stellar Incin.
I have first-hand experience with this team because I lost to it on the showdown ladder. I can tell you the Scyther and the Garganacl.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, true. Shit. Whoops, that cat's out of the bag. Well, I can tell you those terrors are correct.
Yeah. Terra Ice Ninetales, Alolan Ninetales with Sash.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sylveon Terra Poison with Throat Spray. One attack
Yeah.
in Hyper Voice with Wish, Yawn, and Protect.
Wish and Yawn is so interesting. Terra Poison is more interesting. I can't really figure out what that's for.
No idea what that's for.
No.
Just resist Sneasler, I would guess.
That's a good point, but then why not go Terra Ghost?
Because some would be running
Because that
dark.
way you can't be
Golden
poisoned
Go.
by Poison Point.
Golden Go?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
It's all the terror shards he had.
That's just what he had on hand.
I mean, poison is typically used on Primarina for anti-Sneasler, so
Yeah.
Sylveon also being a special
makes
fairy
sense.
type.
Yeah.
The poison on Primarina gives you the added benefit of ducking grass as well.
Yeah, against Rillaboom, it's good.
So I suppose that makes sense.
The thing
Yeah.
with that though, if it is for Sneasler, then like you're ducking the poison proc, but how does that impact the other procs from Darklaw?
I don't think it increases the likelihood at all.
No.
No, it
think-
doesn't.
It just gets rid of the 1 out of 3 roll.
Yeah. So
guess, yeah.
you're looking at
Because what is it? Is it 50% of a status?
You're looking at basically a 37% chance to status down from
Yeah.
50% because you've eliminated the possibility of poison.
Yeah. I suppose
which is
so.
pretty good,
Yeah.
really.
But
And,
Either way-
and reduce damage because you've gone from a weakness to a resist.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, you don't
Yes,
want
correct.
Sleep and the
Yeah.
chance to get it.
Close
is still the
combat
same.
remains resisted, but I mean, I think you want to keep that being resisted.
Yeah. I guess it's not one that you're likely to click very often, so it's just
yeah.
an
Poison's,
edge case.
Poison's always been a good defensive terror type, like even since like Reg B.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense.
I think I'd go for something else, but yeah, I see the vision.
And someone who runs Hydreigon, poison's
Yeah.
good.
Wish and Yawn is fascinating, though. I really like that.
Yeah,
Especially
honestly.
Wish.
You never see Wish in VGC.
Because Wish is the next turn you retreat and the incoming gets healed.
No,
Yeah.
it's just the
Or you can
Whoever's
stay
in
in
the
and just get the heal.
Whoever's in the
whoever's
slot.
in that slot at the end
Yeah.
of the following turn.
And it's
Yeah.
calculated based on the HP of the mon that uses it. So, like, if you go from like a high HP mon to a low HP mon, you can get almost the full heal.
I did not know that.
I
It's
didn't know
really
that
Yes,
either.
Yeah.
yeah. That's why like Blissey Wishes were like
Yeah, that was
fat.
so good in the old days. Yeah.
But it's a good way to punish protects because otherwise they can always just protect in front of Sylveon, and because
Yeah.
it's throat spray, you want it to stay on the field, and
Yeah.
being able to have a way of recovering
Yeah.
is good for its longevity. So
yeah.
Plus-
read a protect and then protect yourself.
Yeah.
I will say, as someone who played against this team, it's quite stally.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Garganical with Terra Flying and Morangaberry.
Off the top of your
Morangaberry's
head,
cool.
Joel, what does Morangaberry do?
off the top of your head,
I'm just trying to look at the berry because sometimes it gives you a hint.
You getting any hints from it?
Does that resist electric attacks?
No, sir.
Don't know.
That's Wakanberry.
Yeah.
Oh, that is Rakan.
Morangaberry is when you get hit, you get a SpDef boost.
Well, specifically when you're hit with a special attack.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and because there's so much special around.
Yeah. And because Garganical is so physically bulky. Is there an Intimidate on this team?
Incineroar.
In Sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be Terrified, but he didn't go quite far enough to run Blaze and Sin.
Yeah. It's fun actually because the analog to Moranga is Keyberry. That's like physical hit, you get a
Yes.
defense
Yes.
boost.
Never see that.
No, I was
I see it more than I see Morangaberry.
yeah. In like Reg A, Reg B, I was workshopping like Harvest Arbolivo, like next to Earthquake.
With the Earthquake.
Yeah.
I
Just take
also...
less and less.
Yeah,
damage
exactly.
each time,
Just
yeah.
give yourself defense boosts.
I think in Regulation A and B, some people were cooking with Keyberry Annihilate because you get the beat up and then you get the defense boost at the same time.
True. But you only get one.
Which
You could just bulk up.
that's the thing. I feel like if you could get a special defense boost doing that, I think it would see a lot more play because then you could complement your bulk up. But it's a hat on a hat with Annihilate.
I think these berries only make sense on a Pokemon with a recovery move, like recover or roost, like
or strength sabs.
Yeah, strength sab could work.
Drain punch. Yeah.
So like, I think the only other time I've seen Moringa Berry actually used seriously was in 2015 on Milotic. Otherwise, pretty much never. Yeah.
Was that on like a what is it, Marvel scale?
No, it was still competitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marvel scale you'd want Flame Orb for anyway.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, very cool and very tacky on this team.
So Moringa Berry now a regional champion.
What is?
Yeah.
Why? I'm just trying to think. Why is Garganacl good in Regulation H? What is he bringing it to?
Salt Cure, Stealth Rock, Protect, Recover.
Stealth Rock is interesting. So it's not a wide guider.
So it's good against like cycle teams with Incineroar.
Yeah.
To punish that.
And Salt Cure, obviously, does Salt Cure
Punish the
things.
staying thing. Things that stay in. Yeah.
When you go Terra Flying, you completely wall Annihilate.
True.
Yeah, and
Because,
you got really high defense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it gets a lot of procs.
Yeah, but even then,
Even
it's
then.
like the it's resists ghost with its ability.
Yeah. And it's Garganacl. So.
And it's
You just
Garganacl.
get a
So,
Salt Cure off and you just outstall it.
yeah, exactly right. Exactly. That's exactly what
Sometimes
they
they
did to
even
me.
Terra Water as well.
Yeah,
so
I'm starting to see
does
the
even more.
vision.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Dragonite, you break the multi-scale
Yeah.
with rocks,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
like Bridge takes 25 from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe
I also
it's pretty good.
I get the feeling with Moringa Berry in particular, it's quite a good golden go answer because you get the special defense boost and you're able to kind of like then take less damage from it. And then the Soul Cure's doing a quarter of its health each turn because it's a skill type.
Yeah. I mean, you have to take the initial Mega Rain.
You would
but
require Terra.
You would
Yeah,
probably
to
need
work.
Terra,
This
yeah.
Mega Rain is still doing so
it's
much
so
to you.
ridiculous. Yeah. Like, especially if it's boosted or specs, it's just, yeah.
Yes.
After the first drop, I think you're good, but you're just sitting there clicking recover for a couple turns.
Well, the other benefit is it has protect, so you could just protect, let your partner
take it.
take the
That's true.
Mega Rain, suddenly Golden goes at -1 and it's less of a threat.
And there's screens, so like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never thought about Garganacl in any capacity
Really?
for Regulation H, and now that I am, I can see its benefits. Yeah,
It was not bad in Reg B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like one of the first new Pokemon I tried. Like even before we knew what Regulation A was, right?
Like, it's always kind of there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very strong ability. I feel like it's not talked about enough. It's immune to Amoonguss.
Yeah, that's a really good thing.
You can't status it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the 2 immunities there, actually, so he can just, like, work around Spores super easy.
That's very true.
Even without goggles on Incineroar.
Because he doesn't have any other, so, like, just
No
having the
grass
2.
types or anything.
Yeah, doesn't need it.
And then the final one, Scyther, with Eviolite. Dual Wing Beat, Close Combat, U-Turn, and Protect.
When I played against this team on ladder, this Scyther was a nightmare.
Yeah.
True, because each hit of Dual Wing Beat is Technician boosted.
Correct, yeah. And Stab, which
And
Scissor
Stab.
doesn't have.
Yeah.
So what does Dual Wing beat? 40 base power for a total
Yeah,
of 80?
so,
Yeah. So it
So
becomes
it's
a
120. So it's Brave Bird that pops sashes and
No
doesn't
recoil.
take
No
recoil,
recoil.
and misses half the time, but that's
Yeah.
not important. Can't believe they had to make Dual Wing beat shit. It's so disappointing.
That is disappointing. Yeah.
But yeah, Terra Steel. When I played against this team, it went to game 3. All 3 games they Terra'd their Scyther.
Interesting.
Into Terra Steel, yeah.
Yeah, Terra Steel every single time.
Did you win that set?
No, I lost in game 3 because I made some bad reads on Terra.
Oh, yeah.
I kept expecting them to Terra their Garganacl. And so I just refused to click Drain Punch into it, and they just left it there.
Just left it. Well, yeah. They probably expected to just tank.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
That's true. But it would have, because they were also trying to Assault Cure me out. So being able to get the Drain Punch recovery would have gone a long way.
Would have been hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, Eviolite Scyther must be really fat as well.
Pretty bulky. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've never thought about Scyther either.
No.
In fact, much less so than Garganacl.
No, we were talking about it before we started recording, and it's like flying type offense is not seen as often as I feel like it should be. Like, it's a really, really good type that hits a very specific cross section of the meta. And
What are we looking at for flying coverage at the moment that commonly gets seen? So it's obviously
Especially-
Hurricane on Palipar.
yeah, there's a bunch of other Hurricaners. Like, if Dragonite didn't have better things to do.
Dragonite doesn't run flying coverage.
No. Kingdra gets it.
You can run Terra Blast flying, but
Yeah,
nobody
no one's
really does
really
it right
doing that.
now.
No.
Yeah.
There's also some people run Choice Band Aerial Ace, but again, that's not common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most common flying coverage, apart from Hurricane on Pelipper, is like Brave Bird from those niche picks of like Corviknight and
Yep.
Talonflame.
Yeah.
That's about it, I think.
Bring back Staraptor.
Hell yeah.
Reckless baby.
Yeah.
Acrobatics on Sneasler.
We're both going
Well,
there.
that is coming up. That's another regional champion.
Yeah, true.
But
It is.
it's not commonly seen. I said I used to use it. So back in the last regulation H, I took Acrobatics Sneasler to regionals
Yeah.
because I think flying coverage is just so strong right now. It's part of the reason I kept trying to make Kilowattrel work, even though all my instincts were screaming at me that it doesn't.
No.
Which it doesn't, by the way.
No.
Any-
S/slash is
crazy.
Anyone
terrible.
wonder? It is. I actually, for anyone who tuned into the GC stream, I ran Specs Kilowattrel with Hurricane because I was running a quasi rain team.
Oof.
That was hate. It was crazy to actually be clicking a move on Kilowattrel that does damage.
Yeah. Never before, never again.
Yeah, honestly.
Especially never again.
You don't know me. I really hate Incineroar.
Yeah.
So Stefan Mott's run in Monterrey, a fair amount of Americans traveled, as would be expected, because Monterrey is,
Next door.
pretty far north on Mexico. So I think it's right. Don't be angry at me if I get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's on the west coast. It's like right near California.
The border of Mexico is, right near California, yeah.
But Monterrey specifically.
Oh, I don't know where
yeah.
Monterrey specifically is.
You might be thinking of La Paz. That's the one on the peninsula.
I think Joel's right, but let me have a look.
Well, if any of the Americans listening to us are just like, you're all idiots.
Monterrey is also a city in California.
Yeah, we love you all. He versed Ivan Penna, Jonathan Josu Baradas Ruiz,
Great name.
Abigail Watson, Jacil Lazama, Ben Emerzane, Brandon Diaz.
Ben Immersion.
Immersion, thank you.
Yeah.
Brandon
Brother-
Davis.
Brother of my favorite player and love Zach Immersion.
Zach Immersion. Great surname. Len Duell, Marcus Dion in day one. Then in day two, he took on Kenneth Gamboa, Justin Tang, and Max Morales. And then in top 16, got a bye and then played Brandon Davis again, Justin Tang again, and beat Alexander Canseco in the finals.
What was the player count in this regional? Because there's a couple of
It
crossovers.
was
Yeah.
282.
282.
It's not
Yeah.
huge.
Not huge, no.
Just
But about LA sized.
Yeah.
just for a bit of context, Monterrey is quite close to the border of Texas.
Oh, it's on the
It is.
Oh, the
it's
other
on
side.
it is on the
okay.
west. Sorry, the east coast.
It's on the Gulf,
Okay, we were
Yeah,
totally
it's-
wrong.
it's- Close to the Gulf, yeah.
but close to the border.
The Americans hate us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's about, 150 kilometers away from the east coast?
Yeah. Sorry to
All right.
all our Mexican listeners. We got it wrong, but we will know for next time.
Study our geography.
Yeah. we gotta be reporting accurately. But that does take us across the Atlantic to Frankfurt,
Ooh, Frankfurt Airport.
which also had a regionals this weekend, and they had 742 players.
Holy
Europe.
shit,
Frankfurt.
Masters?
That's better numbers. Wow.
Masters. But again, that doesn't feel as big as it has been. So used to seeing 800-900 out of
At a regional?
EU.
Really? Yeah, out of regs, that's a lot.
I mean, maybe it was pushing those numbers at its peak, but
Maybe, yeah.
like this, yeah.
Also,
it's
that
still
they
impressive.
may well have capped, right? Like that may be stadium capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Star Ruth has TCG, but we know TCG frequently gets like 2,000 players in
Fucking
EU and
hell.
America. So, yeah, these regionals really do be going off these days.
Yeah.
Game has grown.
A lot. It's a good thing. Now we just need to get rid of the scalpers and everyone can have fun.
We can all be happy.
Okay. Any standouts for anyone from EU before we get into the nuts and bolts of it?
Just generally in terms of teams.
Yeah. I think a quick shout out to one of the two Japanese players who traveled to Frankfurt, Shohei Kimura,
In third place.
getting on that grind again. The man does not want to have to deal with the Japanese qualification system. He wants to get it done with a regional win, and he has been so close so many times. So another top 4 finish for Shohei.
Cool team though. Just going back to basics with the mouse ape.
Yeah, Mouse Ape, Dragonite, Ursaluna,
Blood Moon,
Goldengo, and Rillaboom. Anything spicy in this build?
AV Blood Moon is pretty cool with the vacuum wave. Like usually they're just life or protect.
Yeah.
Miracle Seed on the Rillaboom is very cool as well with high horsepower. Like that feels like a much more reg age way to play it. It's not a pivot here.
Yeah, high horsepower is adopted a lot more in Regulation H than like the restricted formats where you want to U-turn out more often.
And the ground hit is so useful.
Get the fuck out the way.
You need to hit Golden Go.
Yep.
So you're not just useless. It's actually the same team he used as he won the VR with recently.
Interesting
so
that he held on to
just
that.
proving that it's just strong still.
I like the Terra Fairy Dragonite. I feel like it's the first time I've seen it.
First time you've seen Terra Fairy Dragonite.
No way.
I haven't been watching all the VR results.
Fair enough.
Hasn't touched Showdown in a few months, I guess.
The reason for that is the mirror.
I'm a very low level player, Mark.
The reason for Terra Fairy is the mirror.
Makes
scale
sense.
shot into each other. Be immune.
Yeah,
Fun
'cause I
and
knew that-
immersive gameplay.
I know they've been running one attack as this Dragonite has scale shot, tailwind, haze, and protect.
That's incredibly common,
Yeah.
The one attack. I mean, it was common last Reg H as well. That was
Yeah.
like insanely prevalent.
yeah, it
at
definitely
Perth.
finished that way.
Yeah, this is like pretty much the build for Dragonite as I'm given to understand.
So Justin Tang's one, the one that
It's
we were
either
talking about
tailwind or
earlier.
race speed.
Stomping
No,
tantrum.
it was Terra Ground Stomping Tantrum.
Yeah.
Interest. Ooh,
Yeah.
I
Again,
haven't seen that.
you got to hit Golden Go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to hit Golden Go.
yeah. I mean, I don't feel like this team really struggles against Golden Go that much. Like the AV Blood Moon, and
Yeah.
I know from experience that like a fat Terrifier Ape goes a long, long way.
Oh, definitely. And he's got his own Golden Go too.
yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, Life Orb Nasty Plot. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
aggression.
It's hard.
Max speed, Golden Go, nasty plot.
Yeah.
It's just
It's just
very
metal.
standard now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to run max speed
they
so you don't lose the
For
mirror.
the mirror, yeah.
Do they ever run bulk?
Some do, like Justin
lot
Tanks
do.
is bulky.
4.
Yeah.
A lot of a lot of the nasty
4
plot
HP.
sets run not a heap of special attack investment, and they invest
makes
more in
sense,
bulk.
yep.
But the issue is, again, in the mirror, if you're up against either Life Orb or Specs, you're still probably going to die to a Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just given up for lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Max
a lot of
timid.
people still do it because any Golden Go that doesn't have an offensive item is actually not picking up a KO into an opposing Golden Go with a Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
Because I know back when I was running Metal Coat Golden Go, I had that issue where I would have to try to figure out if it was a bulky Golden Go or if it was max. Because if it's max and I've got Tailwind up, I can just take them out with a Shadow Ball. But if they've got bulk, then I don't, and I just get reverse KO'd.
Yeah.
So there's definitely reason to run the bulk.
Yeah, max speed has become pretty common now, but depends on the team. One thing that like regarding Shohei's top 4 is like he's gone to I think 3 Western regionals now.
Yeah.
Brisbane, Melbourne, now Frankfurt.
He came to
No, he didn't come
no,
to
he didn't.
Perth. Yeah.
he went to,
So he got top 4 in Brisbane, top 16 in Melbourne, and now top 4 in Frankfurt,
yeah.
which is amazing.
And
But
he did all 3 ICs last season as well, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like at a regional, you need first place to get
Yeah.
the invite. So it's like, is it really worth it?
maybe he just likes traveling to play.
Yeah.
Maybe he does all the things that we say that we don't actually mean. Whereas it's like, we're just for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
Maybe he genuinely has love for the game.
Maybe.
Yeah. But
Now
like,
that Brent's my Tonneson.
I mean, like surely one can only have so much disposable income. So I'm sure he's doing fine, but like other Japanese players that are looking to get an invite outside of their bullshit circuit, they're probably thinking, wow, like the world champion has gone to 3 regionals.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
surely you must get hesitant about going for your invite in the West
yeah.
after
Yeah.
this. That said, Yanagi did get top 4 at EUIC, and
Got the invite that way.
yeah, and Kazuki got top 4 at NAIC and got an invite. So
Yeah.
there's hope.
Yeah, it does almost seem like for Japanese players, banking on an IC is a better way
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do it because you don't need perfection.
First,
Yeah.
first in Pokemon is just, well, it's possible, but
Yeah.
you know,
Someone's going to
you
get
need
it.
you need
but-
to have so much going for you.
Yeah.
You know, to have that day. Yeah.
Yep, the medical,
Yeah.
the RNG,
It's,
the mentals.
yeah.
Yes.
It is interesting to kind of like read it as a bit of a subtle indictment on the Japanese system as well and the APAC system
Yeah.
and how difficult it is to qualify through that.
Yeah, that's why Joji has moved to Australia.
Yeah.
Basically. He's going to be playing in Australia again this season. So
And he still tops every GC.
yeah,
Make it make
it's
sense.
just too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, people like Jude Ali who eventually got their inviter in their own circuit, but they were like effectively devastated that they got second in
Second,
Melbourne.
right? You know,
Yeah.
which should be a celebratory result, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyone within that region is like, fuck
dreaming of
yeah,
that. Yeah.
huge points.
Yeah.
We're on the way.
Money.
We probably got a travel award here.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, to be playing from APAC or Japan, it's like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
I was one match away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
that's so
and now
rough.
it's for naught. I mean, they still get their winnings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but-
of course. But they're going to
Yes.
spend it all on the flights home.
Yeah, exactly.
All it does is subsidize a trip. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which regionals am I going to next? But yeah, so it's cool to see, but like understanding the stuff behind it, yeah, it does put a different spin on it.
yeah.
So top 8 in Frankfurt, Valentijn, Visser from the Netherlands, Sinister, Ursaluna, Guts, Dragonite, Annihilate, Pelipper, Arculodon. In 7th, Joan Garcia from Spain, Dondozo no Tatsu, Baxcalibur, Volcarona, King Gambit, Sneasler, and Rillaboom. Oliver Eskelin from Finland, Mouse Ape, Rillaboom, Sableye, Ursaluna Blood Moon, and Dragonite. In 5th place, Fabian Braun from Germany, Sinister, Pelipper, Ursaluna Guts, Arculodon, Dragonite, and Goldengo.
Elizabeth Rain.
Yeah, that's an archetype that you see quite a lot, like the Stamina Arch with the Sinister for the heals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 4th place,
I like this team.
Davide Carrera
Correct?
from Italy.
Okay, yeah.
Indeedee, Espathra, King Gambit, Hydreigon, Hisuian Arcanine, and Sneasler.
No, well, we have to stop and talk
Yeah,
about this team. This
yeah,
team
it's-
is so heat.
It's so good.
Oh, what, you didn't want to talk about like the Instant Rilla Golden Go team?
I would, but I temporarily fell asleep.
So Psychic,
Diaclaw, you know.
Psychic Seed, Sneasler,
Yep.
AV King Gambit, Mirror Herb, Hisuian Arcanine, Life Orb, Espathra, Goggles, Hydreigon, and Rocky Helmet, Indeedee Female.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Rocky Helmet and DD female, the Psychic Seed Sneasler, AV King Gambit to some extent. That's all pretty standard stuff. The Hydreigon is always cool to see. It's had results. It won. I think Dortmund last Ray Cage.
Yeah.
The Dortmund Regional Championship.
Interesting sort of hybrid support set here.
It is really weird.
the
Draco
goggles,
Meteor
taunt, snarl.
Snarl Taunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Like, I get it. Like, having, like, the one really big hit and then just, like, it doesn't matter if you get drops if you're dropping them.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
you hit them with Draco Meteor and you just keep clicking Snarl, and it doesn't matter that you're at -2 because the
Yeah.
intent is not to do damage anyway.
Goggles and Taunt is interesting, though.
Goggles, yeah, that's really, as someone who's running Hydreigon currently on my team, I fuck Amoongus. Yeah, I could see why
Yeah.
you want to slap Goggles on it. Like if
It makes sense, but, like, you would think that you have one or the other.
yeah, I guess. I mean, the taunt isn't necessarily for Amoongus.
No.
Hydreigon outspeeds Pelipper and Dragonite, which are two of the most common Tailwind setters.
Yeah.
So you can outspeed them and prevent them from getting their Tailwind up. I don't think it outspeeds Electabuzz, unfortunately. So if they're max speed, that's not doing anything. But
Yeah.
there's definitely other things going around that you'd want to taunt.
I mean, against like
It's
most
the fast
Electabuzz,
non-prankster taunt, right? Which-
Correct.
Yeah. against most Electabuzz setups, you're probably just spamming Snarl anyway, keeping the Volcarona down.
It depends what they're doing, but
Yeah.
for Volk, definitely. But I mean, I think just going back to the Draco Meteor, if Amoonguss Rage Powders your Draco Meteor, it's over.
Yeah,
Right? Like, Amoonguss takes 30%, you're at -2.
yeah,
And then that's just killed any momentum you've got. So I imagine that's probably the main reason for it. Plus, not going to sleep is always nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's faster than Vivian, but maybe they're concerned about the sleep powder.
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe
I
they
don't
just want to
know.
avoid Sand Chip from Tyranitar. Who knows?
I don't know. Amoonguss is like a bit of a risky pick into this build in general. Like obviously, like Kingambit and
All the
Sneasel.
psychic coverage.
Yeah, obviously those two cry. Like, but like the Kingambit has Terrablast flying. The Arcanine is there clicking Blitz on it, and there's Slice Spam. So
Yeah.
It helps for Jump Bluff.
yeah, that's
That
also
too,
very
yeah.
true. Yeah,
So you can lead Hydreigon into Charizard Jump Bluff or
True.
that's what it's
something.
for. Yeah, actually.
That might be it.
Yeah, actually, this Hydreigon set I think was first seen on like a balanced team, like with Incin P2,
Okay.
That makes sense.
Golden Go, and it had Snarl, Draco Meteor, Tailwind Protect goggles.
Yeah.
And it's really good in the Golden Go mirror.
Yeah.
Like the typing just sort of like has a big sort of answer into a big cross section of things. Like you're covering Slice Spam, you're covering Zard, you're carrying Golden Go.
Yeah, you cover rain and sun as well.
Yeah.
like pretty well.
It's really good until you get close
Yeah.
combated by a Sneasler. But
But then again, that's true of any dark type.
Yeah, but
Like it's that quintessential rock, paper, scissors of the Regage meta, right?
Sure.
Like Kingambit, Sneasel, Golden Go.
I don't want to say
Yeah.
it's bad.
he's
Yeah.
got Indeedee, like
Yeah.
or some other stuff, right? For
Exactly.
the Sneasler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very sensible pick on a team with no weather control.
What Terra was on it?
Ghost.
Ghost. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duck the fake out. Duck the
And Pollen Puff.
duck the close combat, I guess. Mirror Hope Arc. I think it's the
Yeah.
1100 Showdown Wet Dream of
Yeah.
Is it Hisui and Arcanine?
yeah.
It is.
Does it have close combat?
It does 3
Yeah,
attacks.
it's for Kingambit.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah, of course.
Like, I mean, I was talking before about how Hydreigon kind of covers the Electabuzz Volcarona setup, but like Kingambit's the other big partner for that, and that's face first into a wall with Hydreigon. So.
I didn't actually see the close combat. I assumed it was there for Annihilate mostly. But the Kingambit makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What Terra's on it?
Water.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Esparthra though.
Yes.
The Terra Psychic.
Yeah.
Esparthra.
So
With
aggressive.
Expanding Force and Lumina Crash.
Yeah. And Life Orb.
And Lorb, yeah.
Yeah. On Terra Psychic is just so reckless, I feel.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is if it were me personally, because I'm a greedy bitch, I would run Opportunist.
Yeah.
Just hope to run into a Dondozo somewhere.
Yeah. That would be opportunistic.
Yeah.
I would go so far as to say.
That's what it is. Yeah. That doesn't work as fun. But I mean there's a lot of nasty plot going around.
Yeah.
You could nab a Volcarona's Quiver Dance.
Oh yeah, I got +2 from this Golden Go. Now I can kill it with
Expanding Force.
I mean, fucking maybe actually.
No,
Plus on terrain.
You could actually, if you like drop the Golden Go special
Yeah.
defense,
It's a lot of
and then expanding
multipliers.
force,
Yeah.
you could actually like
Yeah.
get close to killing it. Probably.
Yeah.
You died to Shadow Ball into his, but that's fine. Don't worry about it.
But no, like it does have that thing. Like I noticed that the Indeedee has Psychic, which I think is a great move on it in pretty much any format because you can sort of do that sort of protect to get the speed boost and then like get the backwards attack from your support mon, and it does a decent chunk to a lot of things.
It's what I describe as the Torkoal effect, where it's a mon with a mid attacking stat.
Yeah.
Get the boost from whatever terrain or weather, and it's still gonna do enough.
Yeah.
I think Psychic slapped onto an Indeedee, even with 0 offensive investment, it's still like it's doing good chip.
It does some good chip, like as opposed to like Dazzling Gleam, which some people are around, which is just tickles.
I've never respected Dazzling Gleam on any of those support
It's basically
mons.
just to break a focus dash, pretty much.
Like on Farigiraf, Klefki, or any of those things that people run, it's just doing 10 every turn.
It's
I
doing
don't
that,
get it.
and it's the avoiding the checkmate endgame where you're the last Pokemon and you're up against a dark type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the other reason to run D-Gleam, but I think you're right.
I think you're losing anyway.
Yeah.
No, 10 times I think you
Yeah.
are, yeah. But it's...
So many of the good dark types aren't even weak to Fairy, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say like also just having Psychic.
Hi,
means
Dragon.
You have another way
With
to
Snarl.
you have another way to hit Sneasler. At
Yeah,
least,
that's
and
it.
Oko it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's
is
so strong.
Nice too. Yeah, crazy team.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Really crazy team.
Yeah, like historically when you've seen Espathra, it's been like the sort of gravity hypnosis stuff with Sandy Shocks. Obviously that's not possible
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah, you say historically
Yeah.
as if it was ever common.
no, it was a cheap ladder strat, if
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But
Illumina Crash is a cool move.
it is.
I think what is it, 90, 100 with a 100% chance to drop special defense or something like that?
yeah, it's
Something like that. I
Very
think it's
strong.
Like, I think
it's
it's
a
like
very
90.
good acid
Yeah.
spray, basically. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I mean,
terrain.
I don't know if you're ever living for 2 turns to get one off and then E-Force, but
It's Focus Ash, isn't it?
it's Life Orb.
Life Orb.
Lord.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but
Again,
he
like-
leads it with it, Follow Me and DD.
yeah.
So
Sure,
That's
clearly
true.
there's a calc.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike most Sneasler DD sets that are out there, this is a defensive support in DD female rather than the usual Sash or Scarf or
Yeah.
Specs in DD male.
Male,
They usually
yeah.
pair with it.
Yeah.
Just overwhelming. Yeah.
So I think that's actually a very good point. You get the Lumina Crash off with the Follow Me, and then next turn you're at +1 speed.
Yeah.
And they're
I didn't think
forced-
about Follow Me.
They're forced to switch, or
Yeah.
they're sitting there at -2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
-2,
can see that
-1.
being pretty oppressive. Yeah. What a cool team. So interesting.
I
Alright.
saw that graphic. I just saw the preview of the 6 Pokemon, and I was like, this is awesome.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah. All right. We talked about Shohei's team.
We did, yes.
So 2 more to talk about. Victor Medina is running Rain. Take it away, Joel.
Sure. So Goldengo, Life Orb, Terra Flying, Goldengo,
Terra Flying is interesting.
Choice Band, Terra Water, Basculegion, Citrus Berry, Terra Psychic, Amoonguss.
Oh, Terra Psychic is back. That's the Gallade tech, right?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
He was ready for the Espathra.
True.
Maybe that's why I got second. I don't know who he faced.
did they verse in top 4? Can we see?
Yeah, Victor Medina beat Davide Carrera, yep, in top
Wow.
I need to go back and watch that because that would have been on
It may
stream.
have come
So
into play.
if the Amoonguss went Terra Psychic to duck the Espathra,
That would have been a pretty hard C team, to be honest.
4. Yeah. Goggles, Terra Water, Incineroar.
Of course.
AV, Terra Fighting, Arcoolodon, and Sash, Terra Ghost, Pelipper.
I forget if it was this team, but I think I did see a Terra Fighting Arcalodon pretty early on stream, like day 1.
Yeah, so it's
they're popping up.
Flash Cannon, Draco Meteor, Electroshock, and Body Press.
Yeah, the set's pretty common, but like
Very,
Terra
yeah.
Fighting is like popping up more.
It's on the
It's-
Elizabeth Rain team, like the
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
that Baked used, the Ursaluna Dragonite Sinister Archaludon.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not standard, but it sees play.
I wonder who originally built that.
It turns Body Press into a proper threat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're at +2, +3 defense, and then suddenly you add a 50% boost to that,
It
that's
actually does so much.
it's
Yeah.
doing so much damage. Yeah,
Yoko and opposing Archaludon.
Yeah.
yeah, genuinely.
It would help in the mirror, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like-
These 6, like very, very standard.
Yeah.
Rain, really solid. Good to see Victor
Like,
getting second again. Unfortunately, he couldn't take the win. But
Call
just
this man the
demonstrating.
Chamber of Secrets the way he's the second Harry Potter.
that's so good.
Don't do my man Victor like that. I love you, Victor.
He's a cool guy. I always like the teams he runs. I always like the way he plays. But he needs different glasses because my man looks like Daniel Radcliffe.
He does. Yeah. What's his name? Victor. Started off Victor v. Victor in round 1. He played Victor Jimenez Cole.
In the end, there was only one Victor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Went on round 2 to verse Antonio Verone. Then Levio Sandberg. Second loss, because Victor Jimenez Cole beat Victor Medina. Oliver Escalon beat him in round 4, and then won the rest of day 1 against Jar Lansdorf, Florian Tem, Georges Marti, Matteo Ferrari, and then into day 2, beat Nils Dunlop, Elizabeth Sturm, Moritz Stief, and Swanchi Kyo.
Joel, you're nailing it with these names. Keep it up.
I'm doing my best. Then got redemption in top 16, versing Victor Jimenez Cole again. Winning.
Hell yeah.
Both in Swiss? No.
Versed in Swiss, yeah.
Yeah, because Swiss
times?
resets in day 2.
No, it was top 16.
Top
Yeah.
16.
Okay, yeah.
Then
That's an interesting team, by the way, Victor Jimenez Coles. I mean, it is Tatsugiri.
it is.
But he has that hybrid annihilate with like the coaching final gambit with Citrus.
That's seeing a lot of play, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you outspeed your own Dragonite, so you can side coaching on the Dragonite,
And
which
then
goes a long way.
And then it scale shots and you could potentially do a side thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the Justin Tang team does that as well with Sneasler coaching.
Yeah.
Because Dragonite, after you scale shot and coaching, you've effectively got a Dragon Dance. Because you're
Yeah.
+1 speed from the
And +2.
scale shot, you're at +1 attack from the coaching,
And the defense
and the
cancels
defense drop is
so
cancelled out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The difference between coaching Annihilate and Sneasler is Ape is immune to fake out.
Yes.
So, you can do it more reliably.
Yeah. Like,
Pretty good.
It would be easy to go for Scarf, but like in a format like this.
Yeah. I think that just goes to show how good Annihilate is in Regulation Age. It's just so versatile.
Just do
so
3 different things
versatile.
at once.
Yeah. It has a lot of sets it can potentially run and be really strong.
Last week we had Kieran Singh on the show, and he was talking about
Friend of the show.
Annihilate, and he was basically saying that Final Gambit is very strong on it.
Yeah.
And I think because you can Oko opposing Dragonite through multi-scale, and I think I need to double check. Can you Oko Caludon?
Yeah, that's like the biggest one, I'd say. Like even if it's like +6 defense, you can come in with Final Gambit and KO it at any point. Really important.
If they're the 2 last Pokemon on the field, who is it a draw or is there a winner from a Final Gambit knockout?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I've actually forgotten this because
I'm pretty sure the Gambit
loses.
user loses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Destiny Bond,
You,
isn't
you
it?
can't
Yeah.
you can't self-sacrifice to win,
No.
but if you die to
Recoil or Life Orb or something like that.
yeah, then I'm pretty sure that's a
Or Rough
draw
Skin.
scenario.
I think
I
think
think
it's a win if you die
If you
from
die to Life Orb, as someone who runs hyper offense and has done it a lot,
Yeah. Okay.
You win.
Lorb is the win.
yeah, Lorb and Recoil, so Wave Crash as well, shit like that.
Yeah,
That's all
And-
a dub to the Pokemon that picks up the KO.
And an empty field from Perish Song comes down to speed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
that-
Yeah. The
entirely
slowest,
dependent on
the
speed.
slowest
Yeah.
one is the winner, right?
Correct. 'cause
Slowest
Yeah,
one on the
'cause they-
field is the
the
winner.
last
Yeah.
one
Goes
to
down.
die.
Yeah.
Lots of different cases there.
But definitely good to brush up on those mechanics.
Yeah.
If you've forgotten.
Especially if you're planning on running like
And that's why the people
Final
listen.
Gambit and
Sorry. Then Victor went on to get redemption again against Oliver Escalin in top 8. Beat Davide Carrera, which we've spoken about, and then lost to the eventual winner of Frankfurt Regionals, Emanuele Briganti.
Great name.
From Italia. Italy takes the first regionals in the European region. And Emmanuel was running Goggles Ghost Insin, Life Orb Water Goldengo, Grassy Seed Flying Sneasler, Sash Ghost Alolan Ninetales, AV Fire Rillaboom, and Lefty's Electric Ursaluna Blood Moon.
Terra Electric is very cool.
So cool.
I don't even think that's the most interesting part about this Ursaluna. I think the most interesting part is that it has Yawn.
Yeah. Like, it's giving up on Hyper Voice to do that too, which I wouldn't expect.
On the same weekend, 2 regional championships were both won with Yawn on the team.
It's
So
a
there's Yawn on
powerful move,
the Sylveon
Yeah.
and Yawn on the Ursaluna. And
I think that Yawn has always been good. If you think back to like 2022 with Rinya's Sun,
it's not seeing until recently in Reg H, it's some people with Solo Dozo run it.
yeah,
And maybe some Tatsu Dozo as well are running Yawn. But apart from that, it's not common. If you go back to Reg I, never.
But this was suggested as coming into its own as a tech move.
Maybe. Or maybe it's a coincidence that the 2 teams maybe the two winners collaborated to some extent.
They're completely different teams. But
They're so different, yeah. I mean, it could definitely be a sign of things to come, but I mean, it's definitely interesting to call out.
Yeah.
What's your take, Al?
Yawn is interesting because like nobody used it before Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah.
And then Sword and Shield came. We found
was
out
on
it's
every
really good
Umbreon,
against Dynamax.
Rinyo is there.
Because there was few ways to stop Dynamax, but Yawn was a really good way to do so. And we kind of just kept using Yawn even after that. Realized actually it's pretty good for positioning. And we've seen it since.
Yeah, force a switch out, or they're going to be asleep.
Yeah, or they're going to be asleep. They've got to choose. And it's good on Blood Moon because it has good bulk. I mean, a bit low special defense, but you can make up for it with EVs.
Yeah, it's just a really oppressive attacker, and Yawn is a good way to punish stuff that can wall it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can Yawn and then Blood Moon if they protect. They're sleeping. Right?
It also is really synergistic with Blood Moon because the read, I suppose, is protect on a Blood Moon turn.
Yeah,
and then you're good to attack, but if you're not protecting, you're leaving yourself open to that Yawn.
Yeah.
And then you either got to sit there and get slept, or you're going to switch out and
call the Blood Moon.
Free Blood Moon target. Yeah.
Or Earth Power, because like the perfect coverage comes in really clutch there.
Yeah, like one of the few things that can switch into a Blood Moon is Golden Go. Which gets Earth Powered. I've worked with the winner. Lele is his like tag. We built like Pagos with Jude for Honolulu. I ended up using like different six. He's actually like really good and always uses like good stuffs balance like this. So I'm not surprised to see him do so well with a composition like this. Yes.
I really like the Alolan Ninetales because it's not a screens
Icy Wind
Ninetales.
Disable.
Yeah, Icy Wind, Disable, and Blizzard. So it's threatening straight away. It's not that like screens isn't, I suppose, super passive, but it is a passive turn.
Yeah,
where you have to hope to death you're not dying.
And Ninetales itself can't really take advantage of it.
Yeah, I don't think Aurora Veil makes as much sense on this team because you've got enough damage mitigation with Incineroar. And I think it's just more valuable just to have the other moves.
Speed control.
Yeah, Icy Wind to support your Golden Go.
And Disable,
Disable is just a really good control.
It's weather control.
Yeah, good for the rain matchup. He's got good ways to deal with pretty much everything on the rain team, as we saw in the finals. Like you need, basically in Regulation H, I think like you almost need... So like Archaludon is like the boss monster of Regulation H, right? So you need like one of Sneasler, Annihilate, or Ursaluna one of the Ursalunas for the fighting or ground coverage to hit non-Terra Archaludon and KO it.
And you've got Kingambit and Goldango.
Yeah, as well as the other
steel
steals.
matter.
Yeah, so like there's no getting around that. So he's got those elements on his team and just, I guess rounded out with the other pieces like Ninetales to deal with Pelipper and Electroshot, Incineroar just to position, Rillaboom as well for like size spam. It really helps. So it makes sense. It's a good team.
Yeah, just solid. Gets the job done.
Nice. So Emmanuel's run through Frankfurt. Frankfurt, it was 12 rounds. Which is, it's pretty cool. Hopefully one day in Oz we'll get to 11. So round one, they versed Lucy Hinderink, who had a Spuper on her team. Round two, Marcus...
Hold up. What was that name?
Spuper. Or Lucy Hinderink.
Lucy Hinderink?
Yeah, they went 3-5.
Hopefully it wasn't Hinderink. Her runs. She doesn't show up in the top 256. So.
No, 3-5, so they'd be out of it. Round two, Marcus Blixencrone Moller. Nothing interesting there. Oh, Weavile. Sorry, of course there's something interesting there.
Should have just made it a Sneasler. I probably would have gone 10-4. I'm throwing shade.
Round 3, Rhino Sprawl. That looks like a very Joe UX inspired team. Round 4, Flynn Leonard Knoll with a lone Flamigo.
This 6 is actually like somewhat known. It was pretty early on used. Flamigo is a really good balance breaker as it's immune to Intimidate with Scrappy. And it can Oko a Golden Go and I can't remember if it outspeeds it or not. I think
I feel like there's a
CC.
it can CC. Yeah,
it ignores the
I feel like there's a psychological aspect to that as well. Like the same way as using like non-prankster Whimsicott and getting under terrain. Because like you look at them on like Flamigo and you see fighting flying and you're just like, I'm fine.
You're fine,
Yeah.
But really, you're not at all. Yeah. So yeah, it's the perfect mon against Incineroar or Rillaboom Golden Go.
Yeah.
Or Amoonguss, but yeah.
Oh, of course, because Chris Hahn got like a thing with it in first Reg H as well, didn't he? Like Flamigo was one of the ones that was popping up. Yeah,
it was like a phase of like a month and a half or so where it was used in every regional and everybody seemed to have
it was
one.
all Scrappy. Yeah, of course.
And it kind of fell off after that. I'm not sure why, but it's never fully gone away.
I think part of it is the Scale Shot Dragonite picking up in usage. It's really good into it. You can just lead Dragonites, get through the Focus Sash, or outspeed it. Yeah.
I wonder if it ever runs Terra Fairy.
Maybe. Round 5, they played Jade Cockle, pretty standard rain team. Round 6, beat Mikhail Kelsch.
Really?
Yep. Who ran, that looks like a pretty balancy team.
Basically his usual team, except he changed Dragapult and Primarina.
Where did he finish? I don't see him.
8-4.
8-4.
Okay.
So made it into day 2.
Yeah.
Round 7, David Fernandez, who ran Tyranitar in his team. Round 8, Samuel Adzib. Hopefully I got that one right. Into day 2, they won against Francesco Magerno, lost to Fabian Braun, beat Leonardo Bononomi, and then beat Mirko Fioravanti. Top 16, beat Giuseppe Alario, Valentin Visser, Shohei Kimura, and Victor Medina. Finished 14-2 resistance of 70%. First place to Emmanuel Briganti. 14-2 is huge.
Yeah.
16 rounds in 2 days that's a lot.
That's a lot of Pokemon.
Yes. I know there's 2 losses over the whole thing. That's a miracle run.
But I think still ultimately less rounds played than the old system. Before it would have been,
they used to got 16 before top 8, right?
Yeah, we would have done 9 rounds day 1 and then 6 rounds day 2 with this number, maybe, and then top cut after that. So
it would have been 18,
potentially
to get through.
Yeah. So,
God, they were.
It's grueling. That's
right, because when we had that system, the regionals weren't quite as large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
had to find another way. I want to highlight Jamie Boyd's team for a second because it's fascinating. It's got a Specs Magnezone.
Oh my God.
What? Yeah. Terraflying with Analytic, Stabs, Volt Swish, Terrablast. He's also
crazy.
Yeah, his team was hate.
Yeah. He's also got
Did you watch his stream set?
No.
It was crazy. He won with like the most insane RNG.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I missed that one because it was an early round, wasn't it?
Yeah, round 2, I think.
Yeah, I missed it.
And the commentators were popping off because he was playing to his outs and he was getting them.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like his out was like because his team had such a hard time into Mouse Ape that it was like Blizzard Freeze, which he got both games 2 and 3.
What?
Then like
my out is to stop you from playing the game.
Can you show me his team again? I need to remember what his other outs were. Genuinely, it was Blizzard Freeze, Diaclaw Sleeps, Air/Flinches. He was playing to them and he fucking got them. And he won. And I was like, he didn't deserve that.
No.
But like by all means, it's a perfect example of play to your outs.
Yeah. I was going to say, Cybertron tells us in every video he makes, know your outs and play to them.
Yeah. It's that must have been a hype set because for the listeners, his 6 was he had the Magnezone, he had an AV Sneasler with Poison Touch, Life Orb Mence, that's Draco Meteor / Tailwind, Terra Flying. The Alola Ninetales is Covert Cloak, Terra Poison with Encore Disable, Aura Veil Blizzard. He's got Scarf Adaptability, Basculate Legion, Terra Fairy.
Yep.
With Terra Blast on that, and his last is Cerule Edge.
Jesus.
Yeah, he brought Cerule Edge to the first game. It died immediately. It didn't come to second or third.
Because that's what Cerule Edge does.
It's really good at it. Yeah, someone who used to run Cerule Edge, it's very good at dying immediately.
It's a good Pokemon. He's not running...
Bitter Blade is such a good move, though.
It really is. Like, if it had more bulk, it would be really oppressive, I think. But it's just very good at dying. It's without Shadow Sneak, which is interesting. It's terrified in close combat on a bulk up set, which seems a little backwards, but I don't know if it worked for him.
Ran out of Terra Shards.
Yeah. He wanted Terra Grass, but no dice.
Wait, was it Clear Amulet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clan bulk up.
Just wants to kill Hinson, maybe. I don't know. Oh, for also help against Arch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also better against King Gambit. You can resist
That's true.
Kowtow and Sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think ducking the dark type damage is probably helpful there.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Terra Fairy is less of a commodity on Flashfire nowadays without GU.
But if he ran more good stuffs, he wouldn't have needed a Blizzard Freeze.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a crazy team.
I respect it.
He just wanted to run a Boit team.
Yeah.
It's classic Boyd. And also speaking of crazy stream moments, the 4 out of 4 fissures. The Joan Garcia
Against the Australian player.
Jacob Margetts,
Jesus.
It's just more discrimination against
Yeah.
Oceania.
It is more discrimination against Oceania.
I think he clicked fissure 4 times and
Got it every
he got
time.
it every time. And like it was like really important fissures too. Like on a full health arch that was like plus
Oh, wow.
+6.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And this is why we're never getting O-Kick back.
I was going to say, this is what he yelled when we clicked the 4th fissure. It's like, you can go the same way as your
Yeah.
internet, Skippy. Just
But I will say
Put that shrimp on the bun.
Put that shrimp on. I will say that Jacob could have won game 2 if he kept Pelipper, because Pelipper was the one Pokemon.
It's immune to Fisher.
So he let that game slip, and then game 3 got unlucky again. So yeah. I would say like props to Joan for hitting fissure, but that doesn't sound right. And he ended up doing really well in the tournament, that top 8, right? Yeah. So
No, you hate to see it
there
against an Aussie, but play to your outs.
it's Pokemon.
yeah.
Game we play.
Unfortunately, why do we do this to ourselves?
Addictor, lost Addictus.
Yeah.
So, Alister, 2025 World Championship was your 7th World Championship.
Oh,
Is that right?
Either 6th or 7th.
6th or
Yeah.
7th? How
One
was
tends to lose count.
when you've been so many times? How was your Worlds experience this season?
Enjoyable. Maybe not as successful as I'd have liked. I got 68th, which sounds better than top 128, which
So
is
close.
Let's face it, that's effectively the same thing.
What was it percentage out of top 64 or was it?
Nah,
wins?
I was 5-3. I didn't get to play day 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had
It's a great
I
finish.
was 5-1 and then I lost
my
round
God.
7 and 8.
Yeah.
So
Who
didn't
were
make
your
it.
opponents?
So my losses were round 3 to Hirotaka. He was the Ho-Oh guy in top 16.
I see. Yeah.
I remember that game. We led, he led. Oh, so it's funny. Before round 3 started, I was messaging my friend Tefu. I was like, I feel like I'm going to face Koraidon like now. And then round 3 goes up and boom, it was Koraidon. Yeah.
Koraidon
Ho-Oh. And we just led Fluttermane, Koraidon into Smeagol Tornadus, all 3 games. And all 3 games, I did Fake Out Koraidon, Bleakwind, both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I remember this too.
And it's really important because my Tornadus is EV to 2-shot a no-bulk Fluttermane with Bleakwind Storm. But
Yeah.
it's Bleakwind Storm, which
Yeah,
is 80%
so
accurate.
You were just playing that game, and
So game 1, game 2, I hit both. I won one, lost one. Just because I think game 1 I lost because I didn't play well enough around his Assault Vest Raging Bolt, which could tank 2 Life Orb non-boosted Astral Barrages from my Caloric Shadow. So he just ended up winning the damage race there. But I played better around it game 2. Then game 3, I missed a Bleakwind on
this is what
one
it
of
is.
his Pokemon, and it's gonna happen. Like
You don't have time for the rain dance.
I figured like going into the tournament, I was like, this is my strategy to beat Koraidon. I don't think I should play that many Koraidon, like maybe 1 or 2 at the most. And I just got to take these odds and hope for the best. So yeah, like no regrets at all there.
No.
That's fine. The other player, so the next player I lost to was Montana Mott. He got top 4. We played
Fair enough.
Yeah, we played a Black Zama Mirror.
He had the Power Knight, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
It was Icy Wind Shenpao.
It was the AV, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Raging Bolt. I'm not sure if he had Dragonite. Michael Kelch had Dragonite.
Yeah.
But I can't remember-
Montana had Dragon.
Montana had Dragonite as well.
Yeah.
I don't think he brought it against me, so that's why I forgot. But basically, like he was way more prepared in this matchup than I was. He led Chen Raging Bolt, and for me, I always bring Smeagol Tornadus in the mirror.
What was your build again? You had like Tornursh, right?
I had Calyrex, Shadow, Zamazenta, Smeagol, Incineroar, Rillaboom,
And
Tornadus.
and Tornadus. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no Ash this time.
No Shifu. Actually, like it's a bit more difficult to use a Shifu in Regulation I
Because
because
of all the Koraidon.
yeah, the Koraidon, and it's just not favorable into the majority of the best restricteds in the format, like Miraidon, Calyrex Shadow, even Zamazenta. I'd say is like pretty good. Even it depends because it can go through the defense boost, but you outspeed and doing more damage than it.
I mean, you can do Scarf Terror stuff to the CSR as well, but
that is true. But so
you don't ever play Scarf, do you?
Well, depends on the team, but
Yeah.
I didn't really want a Shifu on this team.
Fair.
Basically, my view was the starting point has to be Calyrex Shadow, Zamazenta, Rillaboom. So you can beat Miraidon matchups, and then Calyrex Shadow, Zamazenta is just like best duo offensively and defensively as well with Zamazenta. And then the pieces after that came from like the Tornadus Smeagol for the mirror and Koraidon, which was unsuccessful, but in theory worked. And Volcarona as well was a really big problem. I remember Kieran got second in a victory road with Volcarona.
I was playing with that team myself. I really liked it.
It's a really good team, and a lot of people either use that or use like the Landorus version. Volcarona in general just picked up a lot, which my Melbourne version of Black Summer could not beat. So that's why I needed to make changes. So that's why Tornadus came onto the team to be able to beat those matchups more consistently, or actually have a chance. Whereas before I'd basically have no chance.
Anyway, so Montana.
Yeah, Montana Mott. His game plans were just better because he had way better lead into me. My lead was too obvious. And game 2, like I thought he's going to adjust, so I'm going to do it again.
Yeah,
but he didn't. That
change. Doesn't work well.
Yeah, and
I'll do it again.
Yeah, I thought about leading like Smeagol Zamazenta or something else, but I thought I'm going to go for it. Didn't work, but I was actually winning because I got a double KO on his Chien-Pao and Raging Bolt with Astral Barrage. But then his Zamazenta lived a +2 psychic.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew it's possible, but it's very uncommon. Well, pretty
like
uncommon.
It's a calc you can go for. But
so I didn't account for it in the play I chose. So I ended up losing game 2 as well. But I was like, yeah, it's all right. I still have another round to win. And then the final round I played, I think Zach and his last name is difficult to pronounce.
Minich?
Yeah,
Minich?
something like that.
We hear things about this guy, right? He's not bad things, but he's a bit of a meme.
Is he?
I have
I've
no
heard this-
idea.
I don't know.
I've actually never heard of his name before I faced him.
Isn't he one of the top takes guys? I don't know.
Zachary.
Minich.
I don't think he's on Tub Takes.
You know who would know? Dan.
Yeah, true.
Well, fuck that guy for having a night off.
I know. How dare he?
I'm a poor man's Baguli.
Shifty eyes. I've never had a night off before.
He had Coridon as well.
Yeah,
so I was like,
right, okay.
damn it, I need to rely on Tornadoes again.
Was it like
Clefairy and Ting as well.
Yeah, Ting
Yeah.
Lu.
yeah, Ting Lu is like an interesting pick in Red Guy. I was playing around with it and it's pretty good.
Yeah. So basically, his plan was to get rid of my Zamazenta with Coridon and Flodder. And then I can't beat his Ting Lu.
Blow up and clean up.
Yeah, with
The card on my
so in 2 of these games, I double missed Bleak Windstorm on his Coridon Flodder main lead. And
Ouch.
even like he didn't even Terra his Coridon. So it would have like been Oko or close to it.
Yeah.
So I remember like the first time it happened, I was like, okay, like
Yeah, that happens.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then it happened a second time in a second game. I was like internally screaming. like really, like at this moment.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of one of those things where you live by the sword, right?
yeah, you know, like I've weathered so many bad experiences. It doesn't affect me as much as other people. Like I know, I remember Matty Morgan, he lost to Kuro in top 32. Kuro to make top 16.
Yeah.
I think that was on
Melbourne,
the
right? Yeah.
Victory Road side stream.
I'm not sure if it was streamed or not, but they played in top 32. And
At Worlds?
At Worlds,
Yeah.
so that's how Kuro got top 16. And I remember like he got really lucky, and one of the instances was turn 1, like sort of ruined low kick crit Maddie's Raging Bolt and one shot, which would have lived otherwise. Yeah, huge. Like because it means the Raging Bolt got to do nothing.
Massive momentum swing from turn 0. Yeah.
And then so like after the match was over, Maddie was like wrapping up his controller.
Yeah,
and then
just not good.
He slammed his bag on the floor and started kicking it, yelling "fuck!" like in the middle, in the middle of like like the the sections of tables.
Yeah.
Did he cop a warning for that?
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, his day was over, right?
Yeah, I like
it's as valid a crash out as you're going to get.
I like the idea that the casters, sorry, not the casters, the judges were watching that, and they're just like, one of them's just like, I'm going to go give that man a talking to, and the guy's like, no, just low kick crit on the Raging Bolt time, and the guy's like, fair enough. How about it?
The world's judges would know what that means.
Continue.
Starts like cordoning the area off with like police tape. It's like, nothing to see here, folks. Keep moving along.
Just like
a young man having a valid crash out.
Just an Australian judge keeping all the other judges away. Like he's fine. He's just an Aussie.
Have the Irish recouped well enough as a country where being racist against them is not punching down? I want to make a joke.
Let's err on the side of caution.
I think so.
Main episode 2.
Let's ask Gavin off of TikTok. That's where I get all my Irish updates from.
Yeah. So that was fun to watch. Not like, I mean, of course I feel bad for Maddie for losing in that fashion at Worlds, top 32, but also win and lose with grace, man. Like,
Also, top 32 at Worlds.
Yeah, right?
well, he's gone top 8 before and obviously wanted more, but like there's a reason we all respect like the composure of Bruce Lee or, figures like that. Like, they just win and just calm all the time. We all got to work on it.
Mastery is about failure, right?
But it's Pokemon, like, it's a world championships.
It's tough when we play a game with that RNG though.
It really is,
I've seen some takes of like get rid of crits, but maybe have them inbuilt to particular moves and stuff like that.
Yeah. But then you're still going to get like, a psycho cut crit is going to do exactly the same thing one game and you're going to be in the same position.
Yeah.
Are there that many more esports that like notable large esports that have RNG
Variants.
to this? I guess things like Hearthstone.
I was going to say, well,
Hearthstone MTG?
similar, trading
card games, have RNG.
Definitely. I think the biggest comparison, not an esport, but poker.
Poker is what I was thinking as well. Yeah. But I mean that's a bit different because like very rarely in poker, like on the professional level, are you going to get one big piece of luck that just fucks you? Like,
no, you do.
Sure,
You make the decision to be in that situation.
You go all in with aces, the best hand before, and they go in with like
and then they
crap,
get a straight flush.
they hit when they're like a 5% favor. It's similar to,
I guess,
But in poker, you lose all your money. Doing that, so it hurts. But there's a different like perspective in terms of like skill and variance in the poker world compared to like Pokemon. It's more accepted like that the best player doesn't always win. Whereas in Pokemon, like the world championships is so emphasized because it's once per year. You have to qualify for it.
Yes, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is just another tournament.
Our song is about being the very best, like no one ever was.
The song certainly doesn't help.
It's got the skill expression, but also the RNG, which makes it kind of unique. And I wonder if that dichotomy kind of holds it back a little.
I mean, poker's exactly the same. Poker is like way more about skill than anyone who isn't immensely familiar with it understands. And I'll include myself in that. I don't know that much about poker, like, so I don't exactly know what makes a good poker player, but I am aware that there are poker players that are consistently winning, and you only consistently win in a game if it isn't actually quote unquote all luck.
And that's
which
true
is the same with Pokemon as well.
As well, like it is like there is a very sort of tiered level of skill expression that
and
you
that's
see.
why I think they're actually incredibly comparative. You are relying on a lot of luck, but at the end of the day, the good players will always rise to the top in this kind of like sea of uncertainty.
The average is the better indicator rather than getting a random first
rather
like
than
Victor,
a single result.
he's
100%.
got so many good results, but hasn't gone first, unfortunately.
I think this is the conversation we're having with Kieran last week, that you can be a really good player who gets lots of top cuts and stuff like that, but we as a community tend to remember people who get first at regionals.
Remember the winners,
and we will let someone who wins a regional a year miss day 2 4 times in that same year because they got a win.
Because they got in first place.
Like case in point, this guy Emmanuel Briganti who just won Frankfurt. I don't think
he's actually good. He got top 32
exactly,
at Worlds,
but none of the rest of us in this room have heard of him before.
Know, right?
No one's heard about him.
But you should know because he's actually
really good.
It's not just like a one-time first
and
place.
I guess it is that thing where there's like a lot of very, very good players toiling away until they like make a breakthrough like that.
Run.
Do we think there's, I guess, a fix to that, as either in terms of the way that the competitions are structured, or as we as a community address that to, I guess, focus more on...
It could definitely be a community point of view shift where we value consistency over peaks.
Well, there could theoretically be a way that we kind of, I guess, focus more on
it's just the
CP
nature of-
leaderboards. Because like much like poker, you kind of like your best demonstration of skill is going to be like, measured out over a long period of time. And these successful players, like Victor Medina, who are never winning, but like get, top 8 at almost every event, they're going to build up that CP and their names are going to be up there.
And like their names are already up there. We do have a couple of eternal bridesmaids, but they don't win things, but we still know who they are.
Has Victor Medina really never won anything, or?
A regional hero there, surely.
Can't remember, actually.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's been around for ages,
I think
right?
not in Scarlet and Violet, at least. Yeah, maybe like a while ago.
He's definitely a well-known player going back a while, but these other players that are consistently good but never winning.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to sort of preach about egalitarianism and fairness for all, but it's just kind of the nature of competition,
Yeah, absolutely. Like It's the World Championships,
Yeah.
of course, you know.
Like the world champion is like a different pedigree to everything else.
yeah.
It's just the nature of it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor Medina is not showing any firsts on Limitless VGC,
Huh.
but like,
But he's got so many seconds, top fours, top eights.
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
just his last year, 20th at Dortmund, 2nd at Lille, 6th at Gdansk.
You pronounce that different every time, and it's always wrong.
Gdansk.
No, Lil.
Lil, yeah.
2nd at NAIC, 37th at Stuttgart, 195th at EUIC, 59th at Stockholm, 7th at Seville, 19th at Bologna, and 14th at NAIC.
It's actually crazy. Like,
It's like
so good.
That is wild consistency.
Man
Like,
missed 3 tournaments.
This man must be
And
hungry.
2 of them he was still in top 64.
yeah.
So he played all year and had 1 bad run at EUIC, but he had an $18,000 year.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like that.
And that's American dollar, dudes.
Yeah, that's a decent career sort of level. I
Yeah.
feel.
$18,000.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, maybe if you're a musician, but for the rest of us with actual jobs, my man, that is it's not a heap.
And Chris has a job.
Yeah.
I've heard that said, yeah.
He has responsibilities.
Unlike anyone else qualifying for for Worlds, apparently. Only he is the keeper of this
Qualifying for
almighty.
jobs.
Yeah. Only he is the keeper of this almighty job that prevents him from being able to do well at VGC.
But yeah, I think almost ironically, the only Pokemon game that doesn't really have RNG is Pogo.
Yeah.
Everything is extremely specific in Pogo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The attacks always do the same amount of damage. There's no 85 to
rolls.
100% rolls.
What do we think about damage rolls, just quickly? Would the game be better off without them? I personally think yes.
I reckon they could narrow the window a little
I
bit.
I actually don't
Yeah.
have that big of a problem with
No,
them.
they're not really impactful enough 99.9% of the time. And it feels like a healthy expression of variance, to be honest. I think it would be worse to be able to count on a given attack doing a given amount of damage all of the time.
Yeah, I think I agree with that, actually.
But
That's
it's
a
not
good
going to
point.
be the same because people have funky calcs and spreads. And,
Yeah. Like maybe it would lead to like more creativity within the meta, but I don't. It's a bit tenuous.
It's a bit more forgiving when building spreads as well, because you also when you're building a damage spread to try to like, I need enough damage that this always OHKOs. And then on the same, you know,
Guess
at
that's
the same
true.
time, I need enough EVs that this always lives.
Yeah. I guess it would
you could kind of like,
clarify.
it gives you a bit more kind of like, okay, well now I only need this many EVs, I can spread them around to other places.
Like you would either know that your spread is capable of achieving something or it wouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. And like people already build to, you know, guarantee
Yeah,
pick up a
96%.
Geo or
Yeah.
guarantee that it never gets picked up. People already build around what those damage rolls are doing.
And sometimes a concession is made to a roll, but
Yeah, I've EV'd heaps of Pokemon where I'm like, yep, I'm going to take the 6.25% chance
Yeah.
to die.
Yeah.
yeah, but then it like, how much does it suck when it happens?
Well,
does it ever happen?
it's,
6.2% of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you use that as a benchmark for other moves as well, like
Yeah.
just as general bulk. Like, if I have this much physical bulk, then I can also like probably take these other hits. So it's not like just for that move.
Sure. But also like, you know, if I swing at something, I do 51%, and then the next turn it's make or break. I was like,
Those are tough.
still
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
47. Yeah.
was it low roll? Was it high roll in between? What's the likelihood that I pick up the 49% on this one?
I think those situations, there's a bit more you can do to play around it. That you can see, oh, it's possible that it can live. Is there anything I can do to account for that in my play? Is how I see it. Like if Diaclaw severity was like a 10, I would say like rolls probably like 3 or 4. I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a similar sort of accountability as crits.
Yeah.
Which are the other things that really weight damage rolls, probably to a greater extent.
Crits, crits would be like much higher up for me.
A 7
I
or an
think-
8. Yeah.
Crits are probably one of the main reasons, in my personal opinion, that crits are so high up is the fact that they hit through defense boosts.
Defense boosts, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
That
I don't know. And I'm not sure why this is like such a hot take, but I personally believe that they need to.
I don't disagree, but I think it makes it feel worse when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely, yes, we needed the ability to answer defense stacking Pokemon,
Yeah.
like especially Dondozo.
Al would remember Mega Slowbro. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Shell armor.
Yeah.
was it
yeah.
last Regulation H when that Shell Armor Hisuian Gudra was seeing platinum?
Yeah, a D.
It's been
Reg
relevant.
D or
Yeah. Actually, I think it might have been while Urshifu was around
Yeah.
because it was kind of like supposed to be an answer to that.
Yeah, it could do that.
Screens Gudra.
Some people ran like Shell Armor, GMX Lapras as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But like the bottom line is like you need to be accepting of these things.
Sure.
Especially for Australians, the World Championships is a long way and it's a long road. Like it's your whole season, and you got to play that whole time. Then you got to travel to America.
Especially in our modern format where we have the limited invites.
Yeah, the top 20.
We are fighting each other tooth and nail to be the representatives.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're not going into that with the acceptance that it probably won't go well, then like you're asking for a bad time.
Yeah.
So like I did that last season, went through the gauntlet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
went to 5-1, then I lost to 2 double Bleakwind misses.
Yeah.
Just
it's
the
like,
culmination of an
was this
entire
worth
year.
it? So like
What is that as a roll? 4% to double miss? Is that right? 0.2 times 0.2?
Best not to think about it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
twice as well.
Yeah.
So that'd be
but like-
0.16%
Yeah.
to do that twice.
Sorry to give you the stats.
No, it's okay. I'm quite. I've had so many bad beats in Pokemon because I've played for 10 years or longer than that now. So I've seen the worst of it. So for me, like, I can shrug it off, but you know, if you're like a newer player or haven't been around as long, like these are the things you will go through at some point. You know, everyone goes through it. It's just part of the journey, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a horror story that stands out as the worst?
I think I told it when I first came on the podcast.
Yeah.
My sudden death against Alex Underhill, Worlds 2019 round 2.
Okay.
He crit my full health Tapu Koko with extreme speed, Mega Rayquaza, on the 3rd turn of sudden death. And
Wow.
I made the winning play.
That's so rough.
So I should have been 2-0, or quote unquote should have, but then 1-1. So that's definitely the worst one.
Yeah.
For me, like I've still have,
Nothing
it's
feels like
2026. Well, nearly 2026. I still haven't forgotten. You know, it's it's great. So like because I've had stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Heaps of bad stuff's happened.
That's it.
Yeah. Make the right call. And then RNGesus says,
Yeah.
Mort.
Not today.
Like,
Mort is
Yeah.
your Pokemon.
Try to approach Pokemon holistically. It's difficult because the World Championships is once per year. So it's very confounded. Like I've been 7 times, or 6 or 7, and I haven't top cut. Partly because I'm not good enough, partly because I'm not lucky enough. It's a mixture of everything. So like, just don't be like, it's hard to say, like, don't expect too much. But also you want to, try to win, obviously. It's Worlds. So
Yeah. I feel like Pokemon puts a bigger weight,
Emphasis.
emphasis. It's given more emphasis within our circuit because a lot of other games will have bigger quarterly events that pay out like the equivalent of our Worlds, and then their World Championships are like
Bigger
smaller and like the best of the best, and it's kind of just like a
And Worlds is kind of like that, but
but it's the one big thing. Like even our ICs don't really, because they are lots of people go in there. Anyone can rock up as long as you
It's an
register.
open invite, yeah.
But like things like Magic, they have like quarterly pro tours and whatnot where you get invited to the quarterly tour.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's an invitation event. And then people who do well at the quarterly invitation events go for the final crown. It's like smaller. It's like you've already done super well this season. Here's a like extra crown. But like for Pokemon, it's you've tried really hard all season and you got to battle through 400 more people to have a chance of being there type thing.
Being the champion,
Yeah. So I don't know. If I'm not saying that they should make ICs invitational because it is a really unique thing that we have in Pokemon where anyone can rock up to a really big prestigious event. But if we had something a little bit different that
I mean,
maybe if the ICs paid out more or
I think it does have to be said that like it is pretty rare for some idiot to rock up and have a miracle run and win.
Yeah.
Like there is like a bit of a hierarchy to the skill, like I said before, and like the luck expression isn't as big as some of us sometimes make it out to be.
Yeah.
So like I think that's a point towards ICs being open is that like usually it is the best people who rock up and do well anyway.
Yeah.
Even in the last two EUICs, we've had
Dill v Wolf.
Yeah, Dill. Didn't really. I think had like a top 32 at a regional. That's it.
Like I'm not about to draw a correlation between unknowns and being bad at the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Then Tim Edwards as well. Like, he had like
PatCon.
Yeah, Patrick Connor won North America. So like it's a good thing that it's open entry. I'm not like. I don't know if the problem needs to be fixed. I think it's just a mindset thing. Of competitors.
It is like the unique thing of the Pokemon circuit. We do have just the one tournament which caps off a season, but we do have these open big flagship events that people can come and stamp their authority on as well.
Yeah, from kind of hanging out with better players, like both at tours and like in interviews on this podcast and things, I'm kind of increasingly coming to the realization that the difference between really good players and world-class players is the mindset. And there's really nothing else to it.
Yeah.
Like you can be really good at the game and know the mechanics inside and out, but if you don't have the right sort of approach to the game, like on the mental side, that's the make or break.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, there's so many good players now. Everyone's good. Everyone's so good now. Like, it's
it's a different kind of fortitude.
I think it is. It's very easy to sit on the couch and minimize what Ray Rizzo did.
Yeah,
with his back to back to back.
Yeah,
because we have a general idea of information availability in that era versus information availability now and like the level to which people are taking the game.
And like it was smaller at the time, but like the same thing would have been true, that there would have been a very small and close-knit group of players who sort of understood the general idea of how the competitive game would work.
Yeah.
It's a denser population.
Exactly.
Of competitors, right?
And we do have people who are professional Pokemon players now. Like their career is VGC and TCG have the same thing. I don't think Dave's quite there yet.
What? Oh, nothing, babe. Keep playing Showdown.
Well, to be fair, like
he's on that
for
grind
VGC, they do need to supplement it with other means like content creation. Things like that.
I think if there is a problem,
I think there's like 10 to 15 people that we could probably point out that are professional. Like they have made their life's work and it's Pokemon, whether it's coaching, content, or playing.
Yeah. I mean, I think if there is a problem with VGC, it comes back to accessibility and support.
Champions should help, I think.
Let's whether or not it will.
It's going to be the best
call that when we see it.
In terms of accessibility, I think it will bring a lot of people into the game.
I hope, assuming they don't stick like anything necessary to compete viably behind a paywall.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nintendo,
as soon as I have to pay $6 for a choice specs,
it's going to happen. We're going to get bled dry.
Well, here's the thing,
Hopefully
right?
some of that makes its way back to the circuit, though.
Sure. Champions
I think
could help make it a bigger esport.
Yeah.
I think it will, yeah.
If they are smart, there's ways they could make a shit ton of money off it without having to gatekeep financially casual players.
Yeah.
As the League of Legends method
Skins.
of the game is, you've got to play a little bit to be able to access the champions, but you can pretty viably unlock champions just by playing the game, and then all the cosmetics.
Yeah.
And Pokemon players.
Yeah.
They will eat that shit up. Pokemon players will spend so much money to give their, to bling out their character, to get special balls for their Pokemon. Are you giggling because I said the word balls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that's how they would do it though. Like use like the old Pokeball seals or something, or character trainer customization or something.
Surely.
Yeah,
But I'm deeply concerned that there is going to be payment to play the game.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the cosmetics argument sort of has like a little bit of an asterisk next to it. Like a lot of people sort of meme on the idea of like the Dondozo and the clown nose, And I feel like putting that kind of visual clutter onto the Pokemon directly will just make shit too confusing.
I think that's a bad idea, but I think quite
It could still happen. Yeah.
quite possibly we will have purchasable shinies.
True. Yeah, because if the Pokemon aren't being like brought in from home or whatever, like the shiny accessibility,
Yeah. They may be,
they could get
without
that.
necessarily having ridiculous like hats and skins for
Yeah.
Pokemon, they may possibly be, because Unite has skins for Pokemon where they have like different colors and patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
No, they're
shiny
they're-
Mons and ball matching.
They're
They could do that.
hollowware. They're
Marks
like
even.
outfits.
Oh, they do have outfits.
Yeah.
Because I could see them like, I guess the best example I could think of off the top of my head is if you play Incineroar in Super Smash Bros, there's like 6 different like color pattern
schemes,
variations.
Yeah. hope they
So
don't do
without
that.
like, I don't know. I could see that not being that much of an issue, but I would expect most of the customization would be for the field,
Yeah.
for the character.
Yeah.
Music is probably
Music is a big one. Yeah.
I can't imagine there'll be much customization for the Pokemon themselves.
Yeah.
Not
Could
to
be wrong,
begin
though.
with. Not to begin with.
You're just holding out on the Dondozo clown outfit, aren't you?
I reckon they call it hollowware in Unite, so they probably won't be able to call it that because it's a different company making it.
Yeah, but
And
they still have
the
the
different
IP,
company
right?
is Tencent.
Yeah, that company is Tencent.
Yeah.
But Game Freak still has the IP, surely.
The Pokemon company has the IP.
What the fuck ever.
Yeah.
The legal structure of the 4 companies in the conglomerate. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'd probably buy a few cool things.
Yeah, same. And like I said, I think that would be intelligent for them because you bring in the casual fans start playing, and after a bit of playing where they're able to access the game without any hindrance, they think, this is quite fun. And I keep seeing this dude with a really sick top hat.
Yeah.
I want to buy that for my character. What the hell? It's only $3. And then,
Yeah.
Bish, bash, bosh.
half your life
Yeah.
savings later, your character looks sick as hell. Like,
Yeah. Like,
that's how I play every game. Don't ask me how much my Fortnite account was worth before I stopped playing.
I feel that.
yeah. So, I mean, hopefully they exercise some restraint with it because, like, it could be really good in that way and still profitable for them.
I wish this company stopped giving me reasons to doubt them, but they just keep going. So
Yeah.
I have no hope whatsoever.
And that is an entirely different conversation when it comes to Nintendo. And
Yeah.
we are
I mean,
an
we've been
hour and
going
44 into this.
Well, almost 2 hours. We probably don't have enough time to start what would easily be an hour-long conversation.
Yeah.
We could.
We could.
Let's not. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I do have some quick finishing questions for Alistair.
Sure.
Did you take pants to Worlds?
Yeah. Well, the pants I wore on the plane, and actually Kieran invited me out. And he even asked me, do you have like 3 pairs of pants?
You're going to need them.
I was like, no,
Lucas
sorry.
Cherubelli really needs pants.
Yeah, probably Luca, him, and Dim needed pants, right? But I was
What
like,
the fuck happened, man?
so they asked me to go to round 1, which I would have needed to get an Uber to go there, and then like by the time I was like ready to go out, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this club." The club was nearby, but I looked it up on Google. It was like 2 stars, and like the whole issue with the pants. And, like, it's like, I can't be fucked dealing like with all this
all the
stuff.
1-star reviews just from people wearing shorts. And
Probably, yeah. So I
Shake you
was
down
like,
at the door.
Yeah.
So, some dude wearing 3/4 jorts, just like, how you mean these aren't good enough? 1 star.
Yeah, they would have turned that person away.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be bothered dealing with all that. So just had a quiet drink, quiet one with Ko Skide and Mizu.
Sounds like a sick party. That's where I'd want to be.
To be honest, as someone who's never competed at Worlds, I get the feeling after day 2, I'd probably just want to have a sit down and a quiet drink and a chat with someone.
Yeah, you're pretty drained, especially at my age.
These kids like Kieran going to the club after 2 days of Pokemon.
Fuck, man, to be 21 again.
That's I don't have that.
I'm all for a night out still, but just all the circumstances around it.
It's a long flight.
Yeah.
I was like, Melbourne this season. We were like, everyone's like, oh, we're out here. So I like walked there, and then I like I need to be up at like 7 for day 2. I was like, sculled one drink and back to the hotel room. Sorry guys.
I got sick in Melbourne, so like everyone's like, we're going out for karaoke. I was like, fuck me, I could not think of anything worse.
I mean that is the great thing about being in the Perth community is that like none of us make day 2, so we can go and get margarita fish bowls after the first day of competition.
Oh, that was so funny.
It was so good. All of us like strolling back to our apartment in South Bank with sombreros.
I think one of us stole one of the fishbowl glasses.
Sick.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh man, that was good.
And did you bother with with Championship Sunday?
Oh, I went to watch all the VG finals. Yeah. But I didn't go into the arena.
Didn't get into the venue?
I didn't even bother because I heard all the bullshit. Yeah, I was like, all right, stuff it. Let's just watch it in the main hall. That's good enough. Like, I don't really feel the need to be in the arena.
Also, they kept the original hall.
They showed the original hall. They had all like the screens up and everything as normal. So it's like, okay, I'll just watch it like there like I do every other year.
You could do like the day 1 and day 2 seating at the main hall, even though they did the stadium stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
crazy.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't see the need for it to be in the arena. Like it's cool, but
I think it's just that push towards it being
esports,
more of a spectacle. But that's where the money's going rather than like an incentive structure and support for the circuit and all of this. It's all a bit shallow.
The main concern I have is if they want to maintain that quote unquote standard. There's only so many venues they can get an arena for, right?
Yeah.
So
which is why they're in California forever.
Yeah. So it'll be difficult to be in Japan again, which I really want.
Because what if basketball's not really that big in Japan, is it? Because you're kind of wanting like a basketball or hockey.
high cap.
Yeah. Well, you want a stadium for like 20,000 people, which is like you want RAC arena close to an exhibition center.
Something like that,
is what you want. So it's
limited, where you can go. So that is. Well, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they announce in San Fran, right? What next year will be. 2027, but
it'll be in
not California.
Monterrey, but in California.
I don't know. I'm going to try and get into a position where I can go to Worlds this year, but with everything going on this right now in the world,
that's the other thing, isn't it?
I don't know if I would travel to America.
No. All of this is contingent on the country staying together.
Let's be honest, it's not going to get better in the next 11 months.
No.
But it might not get worse. Yeah. And that's enough.
No, I'm just glad everybody else.
I think if you get the chance to go to Worlds, just take it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Whether, it's for playing or organizing, it's a special event. Even, just playing aside, like, it's just such a big scale. Like, I remember, like, they had a museum at this Worlds with like all the memorabilia from every other, all the Worlds kits, like in cabinets, all the promo cards. Cool. They had like columns of like every year with every game and every division champion and like their team or like their deck list, and stuff like that.
super cool.
It was really awesome to walk through, I have to say.
Yeah.
They also had like the Maridon bike.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Because they didn't quite finish the Koraidon one in time for Worlds, did they? I think it was still in
that's what I
Japan.
heard. Yeah.
yeah. So like they've got cool shit like that. It's an experience. To be fair, they are making it more about the experience than about the players. Recently. But
They make an
yeah.
awesome experience, and then only 6 people can access it because they fucked up the logistics.
The arena, was
the
disappointing.
arena, the Pokemon Center.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I don't know what the museum was like, but I shudder to think.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But
You're 100% correct.
yeah, but despite that, go to Worlds. It's Worlds.
Yeah.
You know.
I get it. If it's ever not in America, like I'll heavily consider it.
Yeah, like if it was in Japan again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
God,
be the
yeah, for
best.
me, it's such a shame I like came back so late that I came back in the Japan year. So like,
Yeah, you're just a little bit late for that one. And yeah, sorry to say that Yokohama is my favorite Worlds.
Yeah.
It was apart from like some bullshit in terms of the
there's always
organizing.
bullshit.
I really enjoyed it.
One of my
That was
biggest regrets.
23, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the kick in the table year.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
the hacking year.
Yep.
No, but one of my biggest regrets is that I started that season really strong and we got the extension on the season, and then I took a break from VGC, looking back for no fucking reason whatsoever. I think I just wasn't really enjoying the format at the time, but it was like the closest. I very much, if I just
Back when
went to
back
2 or
when
3
we had
regionals and
a bar, not a number.
and it was only 200 CP, and we got 2 years to get it because there was the COVID break.
Yeah.
I had 100 from top 8 from the year before. I only had to make 100 over the course of an entire year.
Yeah, with challenges and cups as well.
Well, we didn't really have many of
Oh, we
those at the
didn't get
point
many,
at the
yeah.
time. But if I just did all 3 regionals in Australia that year, when I didn't do any,
Yeah.
I had a decent chance, and I just didn't.
Threw it away.
Yeah, threw it away. And now,
may never get a chance again.
now I just need to be one of the best 20 players in Australia.
Yeah. Hindsight is 2020, as always.
Oh, don't say 2020. That's That's also the number of qualifiers we get for TCG and VGC. 2020.
Oh no,
It is.
poor Oceania.
I will just quickly say, like, as bad it is for VGC, absolutely in solidarity with the TCG people.
Oh, it's fucking
hell,
mental.
20 is
That's-
insane.
Come on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if like VGC stayed at 20, they deserve 50.
they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
They frequently triple VG numbers at
yeah.
Australian regionals. The stores constantly have 32 people there.
Yeah,
Like all of our stores always cap out TCG events.
Yep.
It's definitely something that we could rant about for a whole additional episode.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll just say it's fucked.
yeah.
Maybe we
What
should
the
schedule
fuck?
in next week as like let's rant about Pokemon week.
Yeah. Have the Nintendo rant.
We'll complain about Nintendo. We'll complain about the player cats. We'll
Yeah.
complain about damage rolls.
ESL.
ESL's great. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Officially, ESL is great.
They play within the box that they're told to play in.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot more kind of, I guess, issue with ESL before I heard about everything that they have to deal with. And
Yeah.
now it's just a lot of respect I have for them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just the classic middle managers.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
When you're working with a small indie company
Yeah.
like Nintendo and Pokemon, the box is very small.
Yes.
But yes, we'll wrap it up there, friends. It's quite late for us, and Mark wants us to fuck off.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Thank you so much to Alister for joining us again. We always appreciate your insight into the game. It's great talking to an actual good player about the game we love.
Never happens.
Love you all. Thanks for having me again.
Of course.
Let us know in the comments. Are damage rolls bad for the game, or do I just need to get good?
Yeah.
Please let us know.
And also consider subscribing if you haven't already. The Bottom Cut, $3 a month, gives you access to our Discord with all sorts of stuff, draft leagues and Mafia, and
We are looking at kicking off our next draft league.
yes.
We can drop that information. 2 of our wonderful helpers are working on updating the tiers for our next draft league, so that should be coming within the next few weeks. We are organising some limitless tours for both Pocket and VG. Most likely either going to be Friday nights or Saturday mornings, and nice quick 3-4 round tournaments, cash prizes given to finalists. And yeah, you also, if you subscribe to The Bottom Cut, check out the02drop.com. It will redirect you to our Buzzsprout page. As Ethan said, $3 a month gets you access to the Discord, but also The Bottom Cut, a bonus content. There is 55 episodes currently, over 80 hours of additional content, ranging from heinous stories about ourselves to discussing the worst Pokemon ever created by Game Freak. It's always a good time, always something for someone. We've done our best to give trigger warnings there because sometimes we do get a little bit off the rails. So if you're
Behind the paywall means that there is no filter whatsoever.
If you're into that sort of stuff, definitely consider checking it out. Until next time, friends.